Hi, it's Jessy with Plan with Jessy, and this is a video where I tried out the new Me and My Big Ideas Deco pens. The idea being it's decorative tape that you kind of like an adhesive roller, but instead of just being for adhesive, it's decorative. They didn't work out so well. It may be user error, but there were no instructions, so I just did the best I could. Yeah, so if you've tried them, let me know. Did you have better success than I did? I really wanted to like them, but as it stands, I don't really think they're worth the money. Yeah, so here it is. Take a look. Thanks. So this is the one I chose. It's Christmas. It's got 3 different designs. A candy cane, it says peace, love, hope, and then sort of a holly with berries kind of thing. So it comes with 1 pen with a cartridge already in it, and then 2 extra cartridges. Now, as I said, I didn't really love these. One of the first problems I had was, as you can see when I opened the package, one of the loose ones that wasn't already in the pen got kind of tangled and sort of tried to come off its little strip thing, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what you call it, but obviously they need to be packaged a little bit better because it shouldn't be exposed like that, just so that it's, almost ruining it right out of the package. And as far as storing these when you're not using them, if it's not in the pen, there's not any kind of cap or anything for those other 2, so that's a little bit of an issue. So like I said in the introduction, there's not really any instructions, so I just decided to just use it like I would use an adhesive roller. This one wasn't too bad. I had a little bit trouble keeping it straight, and I guess that's probably more something that you would get better with practice. It didn't look bad. This particular design I thought looked okay. All 3 of them did have trouble with skipping as I put the tape across the paper. Depending on the angle at which you hold the pen, it comes out better. There, see again, it's very crooked. This is me just trying to do it straight, and it's just not working well. The candy cane one, which you'll see later, I think skipped the worst, or maybe it was the most noticeable on that one. This holly one has some blank space in between, so maybe it's not as noticeable when it skips. But yeah, so I don't know if I would get better with practice. I mean, over the course of the video, I do try lots of different ways and pressure and holding at different angles, and nothing really worked great. And then I thought maybe it was the paper because I was using the Hobonichi paper, so I just got out this printable that I printed on regular printer paper and tried that out. I did notice that anytime there's a little bit of anything under the paper, like if it's not completely flat, the design will get messed up. So that's why I took the paper and then, well, first I just tried to do it on the table and that didn't work. So I ended up getting a book, something, flat and smooth. So that helped a little bit once I had that surface down. It helped, because every little bump you encounter or every little ridge, maybe in your planner if you have a sticker behind it or something, affects the pen. So you really do need to have a nice flat surface if you want it to not skip or go crooked. So then I decided to try one of the other designs, and it wasn't too difficult. You just open it up, take the cartridge, I guess you'd call it, out, and I just had to kind of try to figure the right configuration to get it back into the pen so that I could use it. It did take me a little bit of time to sort of finagle it. Like I said, there's no instructions, so I just had to kind of figure it out myself. But I was eventually able to get it ready to go so that I was able to try out the next design, which is this candy cane design. And as you can see right from the get-go, it's not working well. Like I said, this one seemed to skip the worst, or was the worst in terms of skipping. I did manage to make some good lines as well, so it wasn't that the whole thing was bad. It's just I don't know. I don't think it's that great of a product. You're not going to get consistency. Um, even, I've been practicing, as you saw, with the other one, and I just, am not consistently getting a good design. And this candy cane one, especially, I felt was not great. So here again, I tried it on the different paper on the very flat surface, seeing if that would make a difference. And again, it was just not great. No matter um, how I tried, I could not consistently get a good look with this candy cane one. So I decided to switch it out for the third option. As you can see, the tape was coming off the pen after I tried to install it. It's just not, I don't know, not fragile is not the right word, but it's very sensitive to movement. I feel like it can easily just come off the wheel part very easily, which makes it, difficult to get the pen cap on and get it ready to go that way. But after some work, I was able to get it to work. And again, it has a few breaks in it as I tried to do it, and it's noticeable because you're doing words on this one. So it's a little more noticeable when it's crooked, and it's a little more noticeable when there's skips. I think the best one for covering up any errors is probably the first one that I did, which was the holly berries and holly leaves. Just because the way the design is, it kind of hides the flaws a little bit better. See this again, very crooked. And I really just don't know, except for practice, how to get better at that. Like I said at the beginning, it's probably a lot of user error, but I could have used some tips or pointers in the packaging to help me figure out exactly how I was supposed to be doing it. So I guess my final thoughts are the product does give you a chance to make a nice line. It's just that you're never quite sure when that's going to happen, so you might end up ruining some planner pages or cards or whatever in the interim. But that's it. The Deco Pen from Me and My Big Ideas, available at Michael's. Can't say I recommend it, but if you've given it a try, let me know how it works. Bye!